Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. As always, if you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you giving this a chance. If you have been enjoying the content, please take a moment, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. It really, really does help out a lot, and I do appreciate every single one of you that take a moment to do it. I know some of you make comments just to help me out and leave comments, even if you feel like you don't really have anything to say. I do notice, I do appreciate it. It really does help out a lot, so thank you. So, as you know, if you have been following this channel, you have been following, say, the WNBA and Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, you know that a whole lot of crazy and a whole lot of drama has been going on all season long. It seems like it even ramped up once the Fever season ended, which is crazy. So much stuff that I don't even know if I'm going to cover everything I want to cover because I simply don't have the time in the time frame needed. It's been pretty wild. And I know a lot of you have talked about it throughout the season at different points when things have gotten really out of hand, talked about how Caitlin Clark needs to just go play overseas, be done with the WNBA because she can make more money overseas and she's just as popular everywhere else. She's a global phenomenon. And so I want to talk about that a little bit. We're going to interrupt all the crazy and discuss what we would call a feel good news story, and that is Caitlin Clark's impact on people, the positive impact that she can have, which is to me maybe the most impressive thing about her. As good as she is with her game, is at 22 how she has handled this insane stardom, and that's not even including all the crazy and all the other pressure and all the other nonsense, but I meant just the popularity and what that brings to people and how easily it can send you off the rails. And she has stayed so grounded and just handled herself so well and with so much grace. And the biggest thing for me is the understanding that she has in terms of her platform and what she can do just in the simplest of interactions with her young fans and what that can mean to them. And it's been absolutely incredible to watch. And to that point, I want to share with you a clip from a news story. Now, this was back in her Iowa days. I believe it was this year, senior year. And this is a story actually from Africa, folks. This is before she even hit the WNBA, but it's making the rounds. It's been making the rounds lately, so let's talk about it. This is really cool. I'm going to play this. I'm going to try and play it mostly through. I'll probably stop here or there, but not too long. But it is almost 3 minutes long. But I wanted to play it all the way through because we got to talk about this. This is absolutely, really, really, really cool. So let's dig in.
Season at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
But that so-called Caitlin Clark effect can be felt around the country, and as KCCI's Jody Long discovered, even around the world.
No matter where you live, you've likely heard of Caitlin Clark and are drawn to her record-breaking success. For the first time in 25 years, a record 3 million people tuned in to watch the Iowa women play Ohio State earlier this month. Even from a world away.
We were curious at first. As the game went on, we fell in love with what we were watching, and we became more excited on seeing how the scores were happening.
From a small hut in the northern Uganda city of Gulu, a group of young women squeezed in to watch the Hawkeyes beat the Buckeyes on a monitor powered only by solar energy and Wi-Fi. Having never watched a game of basketball in their lives, they were all instantly hooked.
Seeing how the thing was happening like magic in my eyes, and I like it so much, and I said, wow, I can also try it.
Sports.
All right. Up there just because of what I want to mention, and we've talked about this before, and it's what a lot of people refuse to get is, as you can see, they were instantly captivated by the style of play from Caitlin Clark. The way she plays, the logo threes, the passing, everything about her game, it's fun, It's exciting and it's entertaining to watch, and I guarantee you, and I don't mean this is not to be critical or mean, but if they had watched a typical WNBA game with their physicality, they would not have been instantly captivated. They would not have talked about happening with magic right before their eyes, right? It's just instantly you are drawn to the way Caitlin Clark plays the game of basketball.
Act as a therapy for these young women who are refugees and victims of war.
At Child Voice, we believe in empowering younger girls. Girls who have faced terrible trauma. For girls' empowerment and believing in themselves that, yes, I can make it, no matter what circumstances are surrounding them.
So you might.
One other thing here, because I think this is so important. Sports are incredibly powerful, and not just, like I said, the fans, the young fans and what they get, which is what this story is about mostly, and talking about them being inspired by Caitlin Clark. But I can tell you, as someone who played, and maybe many of you have played, but also someone who has coached, and I coached girls soccer for 12 years. And the impact that playing a sport, I don't care what sport, the impact of playing a sport and having a positive experience playing a sport and learning all the things that you learn from playing a sport that will help you with life is incredibly, incredibly powerful. All kids, you will never get me to say this isn't true. All kids should play sports. I don't care what sport. The thing that it does for them, for their ability to work with others, for dealing with obstacles and setbacks and frustrations, and the confidence building and all of that is absolutely incredible, and so important for young kids to be exposed to that and to deal with that, and the kind of impact that a good coach or role model can have on them that they can take into the rest of their lives is absolutely, absolutely incredible.
Might be wondering how a group of girls from Africa were introduced to the Iowa women's basketball team. The nonprofit organization Child Voice is helping these girls get back on their feet with education and job training. The founders are lifelong Hawkeye fans who describe number 22 as the ultimate role model.
These girls have lived very tough lives to this point, and they really have not had role models. If anything, they've had negative role models. So they're learning how to be the best version of themselves, and we're trying to reinforce any positive role models we can.
The Caitlin Clark effect on full display in a third world country, proving sports is more than just a game, but a way to inspire and give hope.
What fellow girls are doing and how they are impacting on the society is very encouraging, and motivating for other girls like us.
For these girls to have strong role models, both far and near, it's crucial to their future success.
Jody Long, KCCI 8 News.
Wow, that is so awesome. I don't know if anyone has ever seen it. I saw something about it just the other day, and I can't remember in what context, but there was a Charles Barkley back when Nike was edgier. There was a Charles Barkley video. Oh man, it was a long time ago. I mean, he was still playing it, and where he talked about how he's not a role model and parents should be role models and all that. And yes, parents should. Parents should be the ultimate role model for their children, but I also do have a belief that if you are in the public eye, if you have the opportunity to be an athlete in America, or entertainer, actor, whatever it is, I think you do have a little bit of a responsibility, at least in how you handle yourself in the public and how you deal with your fans, because you can have such a positive, powerful impact on people as we're seeing here with Caitlin Clark in this story. This is absolutely amazing that these young women got inspired by Caitlin Clark playing basketball at Iowa. Um, I do want to point out one little thing. I don't mean this to sound negative. It's just something that irks me with, and again, it's really new, right? It's a really new thing, like so many dumb things are with that whole having to. Well, I was never inspired by anything to be anything until I saw someone that looked just like me. It doesn't have to be that way, okay? You can be inspired by anyone and anything they are doing. And yeah, I get the whole it can anyway, I'm not gonna go down that road because I'm gonna leave it as a positive. But I just that was really cool for me to see them say how they were inspired by seeing Caitlin Clark when I hear there's so much negativity out there. But I really wanted to just share this story with you to talk about a little bit the positive impact that athletes can have if they conduct themselves a certain way in public, if they hold on to who they are and realize the impact they can have on their fans in a positive way. It can be a really, really powerful thing. So I'm going to leave it there. I could talk a little all day about this topic, but I just wanted to share that with you, kind of give you my thoughts on that, how amazing that is, what Caitlin Clark is doing, not just on the court, but what she is inspiring off of the court with organizations like Child's Voice, with these young ladies in Africa, and them being inspired by her is absolutely incredible. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.